Hari Om. Today's generous sponsors are Ranu, Ramraj and family. Ranu, please come forward. Meera and Manu, since they are not here, Goody, can you come please? Pradeep Jeswal and family, please come forward.
Shamisha Nirvana Rupam
Shamisha Nirvana Rupam
Vibhuvyapakam Brahma Veda Swarupam
Vibhuvyapakam Brahma Veda Swarupam
Nijam Nirgunam Nirvikalpam Niriham
Nishtam Gunam Shivasha
Chidakashmakashvasam Bhajeham
Shivam Shivasam Bhajeham
Omkar Moolam Turiyam
Nirakaram Karam Mulam
Virajnana Gopitamisam Givisham
Viradhyana Gurudisham Gisham
Karalam Mahakam
Nararam
Nagar Santaram Natoham Adrisankashagauram Gaviram
Shauram Jagiram
Prabhashi Shadiram
Manobhuta Koti Prabhashi Shariram
Spuran Maulikal Injar
Tanmonikal
Rasad Alamale Bhujan
Vasat Bhalavale Dukanthe Bhujaka
नेत्रं विशालम्
शरदुत्तलं सुनेत्रं विशालम्
प्रसन्नाननं नीलकण्ठं दयालम्
प्रसन्नाननं नीलकण्ठं दयालुम्
मृगाधीश चर्माम्बरम् प्रियं शङ्करं सर्वभूतं
शङ्करं सर्वनाथं भजामि
प्रकृष्टं प्रगल्भं परेशम्
शन्दं प्रकृष्टं प्रगल्भं परेशम्
आनुकोटि प्रकाश
अखण्डम् अजं कोटि प्रभा
स्वयं चूर्णने भजेऽहं गतिं भावगम्यम्
भवानी पतुम्भावरम्यम्
कल्याणकल्पान्तकारी
कल्पान्तकारी
सज्जनानन्ददाता पुरारी
सदा सज्जनानन्ददाता पुरारी
चिदानन्द संतो
चिदानन्द
प्रसीद प्रसीद प्रभो मन्मथाहि
प्रसीद ओ मन्मथाहि दयावन्तु इन्द्रम् भजन्ति लोके
सुखं प्रसीद प्रभो योग्यं इदपन्नेव पूजा
जानामि जपं दैव पूजा
सर्वदाशं
नतोऽहं सदा सर्वशक्तोऽहम्
जराजन्म दुःखापातं
जराजं नमामि शशम्भो
प्रभो पायापन नमामि शशम्भो
नमामि शशम्भो
रुद्राष्टकमिदं प्रोक्तं विप्रेण हरतोषये ये पठन्ति नरा भक्त्या तेषां शम्भु प्रसीदति। बोलो उमापति महादेव की जय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। उमापति महादेव की। We'll do salutations to Bhagwan Ganesh, Saraswati Maya, Puja Gurudev, Bhagwan Ram, and Hanumanji. If you know these mantras, please join. Om Gajananam Bhutganam Sevitam कपित जम्बू हलसार भक्षणम उमासुतं शोक विनाशकारणम नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पाद पंकजम या कुंदेन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्र वस्त्रावृता या विना वरदण्डमण्डित या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभृतिभिः देवै सदा वन्दिता सामा सरस्वती भगवती सामां पाठ सरस्वती भगवती निःशेष जाड्यापहार समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणा नमामि चिन्मयं देवम् सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् लोकाभिरामम् रणरङ्गधीरम् राजीवनेत्रम् रघुवंशनाथम् कारुण्यरूपम् करुणाकरं तम् श्रीरामचन्द्र शरणं प्रपद्ये मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगम् जितेन्द्रियं धीमतां वरिष्ठम् वातात्मजं मुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। बोलो राम 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 सीता राम 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 हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम मंगल भवन मंगलहारी प्रभु सदशरथ अजय बिहारी
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
रघुकुल रीति संग चली आई प्राण जाने वचन न जाने।
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
बिनु सत्संग में एक न होई, राम कृपा दुलहन सोई।
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Raja Ram, Sita Ram,
श्याम रामचंद्र की जय। We saw this most moving and soulful rendition by Guru last night to ask Bhagwan Shiva to pardon the chela who had fallen to all of the transgressions that a disciple should never fall to. And Bhagwan Shiva responded immediately. At the same time, while the Lord is compassionate, at the same time, the Lord also has to be a protector of dharma, because dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Bhagavan cannot, the same Rama who is so compassionate, the same Rama who is so soft-hearted, the same Rama has to bring himself to remove the evil Ravana. The same Bhagavan has to leave his soft resting place to go and remove Hiranyakashipu. So he has to be gentle and kind and compassionate on one side, but he also has to play the role of Dharma Rakshak, the one who protects Dharma. And for that, sometimes some will have to be removed. So to protect this Dharma, to protect Shruti Marga, he gave shrap to this Chela. But at the same time, when the Guru worshipped him, that evoked the tender side of Bhagavan, the compassionate side. Karunamaya Bhagavan. And now he tells that Guru to ask for a boon. In number 108, Jau Prasanna Prabhu More Para Nath Dina Para Nehu. If you have love for the helpless, this is a very interesting thing. When Bhagavan appeared, Bhagavan responded, Nijapada Bhagati Dei Prabhu, give me devotion to your feet. He asked. When Bhagavan appeared, he did not ask first for boon for this chela. First, give me devotion to your feet. Puni dusara bara dehu. And then give me a second boon. He asked Bhagavan Shiva. This reminds me of when you sit in the plane, put on your mask first. Then you can help others in your care. Correct? This is actually a fact of life. If you yourself do not become strong and good and all that, you really cannot do anything for anybody else. Tava maya bas jiva jada, 108. Santata pirai bhulan means this jiva taken over by your maya, immersed, drowned in your maya, blinded by your maya. He goes wandering blindly in this world. Te para krodana kariya Prabhu, kripa sindhu Bhagavan. You are kripa sindhu. Please pardon his transgression and don't get angry with him. Have compassion on him. Sankara dina dayala abba ei para ho kripal sap anugraha hoi jehi nat thorehi ka. Means, Prabhu, now the Guru is praying for this Chela. You please have compassion on him, and whatever shrap you have already pronounced, make it in such. No, you see, you can't take back. Spoken word is already spoken. Shrap is not taken back. There's a big question about shrap and all in scriptures. Huh? But if you do a sober, quiet study of all times there are curses in scriptures, you will see that in the end, it turns out for best only. You just read through properly with a sober mind. It turns out for best. I told you, nothing in this world, nothing in the world comes only with positive alone or negative alone. It can't. Both have to be there. In fact, when Ahalya was turned back into human after being a stone for so long, she told Bhagwan Ram that time only, Prabhu, that Gautam Rishi gave me shrap. That was good thing. Because if he did not give shrap, I would not have gotten your darshan. Because the sage, Vishwamitraji Maharaj, he was taking Bhagwan Ram in that direction, and he told, Prabhu, let us take a little detour here. Let us take a detour here. And they came to this ashram. And then Bhagwan blessed this Ahalya, and she regained her former form. So, if she was a regular person living there and had not gotten that shrap, Vishwamitraji Maharaj would not have said, let us take a little detour. Nothing would have happened. So, it turns out all occasions, Shastras, it turns out like this. See, Nal Nil, they used to throw all the rishis Kamandal inside the river. So Rishi gave shrap, not from today, anything you throw, it will float. You will not be able to sink anything. That became so indispensable in building the bridge, isn't it? So throughout the scripture, when you see that, don't worry about it. Huh? You get too worried. What if I get shrap? So here, the Guru, now if Bhagwan can give the shrap, he can also give blessings. So yeah, you please bless this Chela. Sap anugrah hoi, jahi nath thorehi kal. Means make the shrap in such a way now. No, you cannot take back the shrap, but you can do some modification. Make the shrap in such a way that it turns out for the best for this Chela. And in no time, he goes through it. He goes through that shrap in no time. What? Many births he had to take, and then so many after that in animal bodies, and then snake. All this was given, told there. So make it in such a way that he doesn't have to, that it is for his benefit, and also he doesn't have to wait long time for it to happen. See, many births mean what? Mosquitoes only live 2 days. Isn't it? So instead of making him some other animal, make him a mosquito every 2 days. Punarapi jananam, punarapi pass like that. Otherwise, we go on singing a punarapi jananam, punarapi madak. It goes very slow. All right, 1-0. After that, then we chop by. Ehi kar so hoi param kalyana.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram.
Soi kar
Jaya Ram.
Vipra Giram Suni Parahit Sani Shri Ram.
Jaya Jaya Ram.
Evamastu iti bhainav.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram.
श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय. यही कर होई परम कल्याणा. भगवान शिवा वेलेंती. Yes, everything will be fine with him. So ही करहु अब कृपानि. यही कर होई परम कल्याण. Guru is still praying. And Bhagwan Shiva Pipra Gira Suni Parahita Sani. This is a very important word why I chanted that line in this Ramcharitmanas. Taken the cue from Bhagavad Gita. This has become a big word. They call us parahit. Paropakar, sometimes you have heard, na? Parahit, paropakar. So you will see in this tradition how many words come along the same lines. Yesterday, I told you that the meaning of the word sadhu is parasadhnoti iti sadhu. Sadhu, isn't it? So the para is coming in, means working for, living for, doing for others. Ram Kaj, I told you also. These all words capture the same spirit. Doing the work of Bhagwan Ram. The reason is, the human being, because he has freedom of choice, he becomes very, very, very selfish and only thinks about. The rishis knew this, and therefore they put aside 2 weeks in September, October time. It's called a Pitri Paksh, so that you will remember all those people on whose shoulders you stand. Correct or not? Because we don't remember that gratitude and all that sort of thing. So the tradition has a very strong push in that direction of doing for the welfare and benefit of others, because the human being is basically selfish. So to remove that selfishness, so many upaya, means are given in scriptures to remove that selfishness. So now Bhagwan Shiva is going to bless this devotee. He's going to bless the devotee because the Guru worshipped him. And what is the word used? Vipra Girasuni Parahitalagi Asani, means the Guru's request has this at its base, at its root. What is that? The benefit of the other. And this is something which is there in law also. This is taken also in modern jurisprudence and all. When there is benefit of the other and not your own personal benefit, then the law sees that thing as different. I'll give you an example for real example which came in the court. There is this one house here that caught fire. And after this house, now there's a string of houses. So the fireman thought, if we don't demolish this second house fast, the fire will spread from the first house to the second house to the third house to all the houses. So he told all the people who had gathered there, quickly demolish this second house. And they quickly tore it down. So the fire did not get to spread. Now that second house belonged to somebody. So that man sued the fire department. You broke my house. You know, the jurisprudence of the time upheld the fireman's decision, saying that was for the benefit of others. But I'll tell you what happened. And now these are all real cases, a wonderful thing. Some years later, the same thing happened. And again, the fireman told, tear down this house quickly. There were only 3 houses. 1, 2, 3. Tear down this house quickly. And again, they tore it down. And again, this fellow sued. And this time, this fellow won. Why? Because the 3rd house belonged to the fireman. So he made them tear down house number 2 to save his house. Yes. So I'm telling you, even in law, this thing is recognized. It means to say, once we are doing something for the benefit of others, then it is good. Anyway, you can go and search them. So he says, para upakari. He was doing this. Chamashil je para upakari. Te dvija mohi viprajatha kharari. More, this is now one, I jumped one line down. No, 2 dohas down. Chamash sil je para upakari. Te dvija mohi priya yatha kharari. Bhagavan Shiva's pronouncement. Those who spend their life working for the benefit of others, they are as dear to me as Bhagavan Ram also. This is Bhagavan Shiva's pronouncement. More shrapa duja vyarthana jai. But the words I have already given, it will not go false. Janma sahasa avasya yaha paihi means this kaka, he will certainly take 1,000 births, this much. Then jana, but along with all of this, now he blessed him. What? Janamata marata dusaha dukha hoi ehi swalpau naivyapihi soi. Means in birth and death, there's so much misery and sorrow, you know. Jiva does not like birth and death. He might like in between, but he doesn't like birth and death. Because when it's time to die, he doesn't want to go. He tries all sorts of tricks on Yamaraj also. So when it is time to, when he takes birth also, he doesn't like, why? Because he cries. No jiva has taken human birth and laugh. Not only that, you know, it's a sad thing that if you don't cry, they will make you cry, dude. So crying is guaranteed. But the jiva doesn't like, but Bhagavan Shiva says now, the sorrows, the dukkha associated with birth and death, he will not face any of that. Very nicely he will be born, and nicely he will also take body and give up body. Kavaneu janmamiti nahi jnana. Then he will remember all his births. He will not forget. Sunaisu dharma bachana pravana. Like Bhagavan gives the authoritative pronouncement. Then Raghupati Puri Janmatava Bhayav. I spoke about this on the first day. Punite Mama Seva Mana Dayau means based on 2 things. But you were born in Ayodhya. He lived in Ayodhya before this arc. We started the story like that. And then there was famine and he moved to Jain and all that, remember? Based on that, then Punite Mama Seva Mana Dayo. And for a long time you did bhakti seva for me, Bhagavan Shiva. Puri prabhav anugraha more rava bhagati upajahi pura tore. Based on these 2 things, you will develop also bhakti for Ram. Now this is the same thing which he got into trouble for, isn't it? Because he was Shiva Bhakta, and then that Guru told, don't talk bad about. So now see, Bhagavan Shiva is telling now that you will develop devotion for the feet of Ram. This is a very interesting thing, you know. The thing which we try to run away from, that thing only will catch. Yeah, I think comes behind. So now see. Anyway, Bhagwan Shiva goes on for a little bit. Auro ek asisha mori apratihat gati hoihi tori, means, and one more, you will have unhindered access to anywhere you want. Wherever you want to go, you will be able to go there. Unobstructed access, like that. Huh? Then Kakano, he responds by telling to Garud, or he tells to Garud, now, my dear Garud, this is now, see, 109 G. 109 G. See, when they have more than one dohas coming together, they start with Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, like that. Huh? So, G. Pranayas Harijan Pranayas Harijan Nar Pariharai Puran Siya
Jai Sharanam Bhavata Sudharu Umapati Mahadivati Jai Sadhasaki
Siya
Sharanam
Joitanu Tharau Tajau Puni Anayas Harijan. Oh, Harijan means Garud. That whichever body I took or whichever body I dropped, it was effortless. Actually, in other words, because of the blessing of Bhagwan Shiva, he could take up bodies and drop bodies effortlessly, no problem. Okay, theek hai. How? Like Bhagavad Gita describes, no? Vasam si jirnani yathavi hayana vani grihnati naro parani. Like that, the line tells. Jimi nutana pata pahirai. Like when we put on new clothes, nara pariharai puran, and we cast off the old clothes so easily. When you have to put on new clothes, you don't worry. Oh, I have to give up these old clothes. No, nothing. So easy like that. Effortlessly, no problem. Eviti Tereu Pipidatanu Kyanana Gayau Kages. Oh Garud. In this way, I took so many bodies and my knowledge never went away. I remember everything. Huh? And finally, now, some lines down. Charama deha dvijake pe me pai suradurlava purana shruti gai. I was born finally in the house of a great Pandit Brahmana of the last body. Then what happened? Khelau tahu balakanak lila karau sakala raghunatha. Mila, Raghunatha, Leela, means in that house I learned all things and I used to play Ram Leela from birth. So not only that, as Bhagwan Shiva had said, he had developed love for the feet of Bhagwan Ram also. And in this house where he was born now, he played Ram Leela all the time and all that. And then, proud of it, Mohi Pita Padhava. I grew up and then my father taught me all things. But now see, one trouble after the next. What is that? Samujhau, Sunau, Gunau, Nahi Bhav. My father taught me all scriptures and all Upanishad and this and that, but I did not want to understand. I did not want to listen. And I did not want to practice any of these things that my father was teaching. Why? Manate sakala vasana bhagi keval Rama charana laya lagi. that I did not want to hear anything about this Upanishad, this, that, Bhagavad and all. I only want to hear about love for the feet of Bhagwan Ram. No, what a great guna also, isn't it? What a great guna. So now, he says, Kahakagesa. Asa kavana abhagi. Hari seva surathenuhi tyagi. But how foolish I was. He sees this as foolish now. How foolish I was. You will worship, you will stop worshipping Kamathenu, the wish-fulfilling cow, and you'll worship a donkey. I did that. It means to say his choices were wrong. We'll see that just now. Prema magana mohi kachuna so hai hare pita padhai padhai. And my father teaching me, and realized I don't want to listen. I don't want to learn. I don't want to practice. My father got defeated. He left me. He never after that tried to teach me also. And then bhay kala vasajaba pita mata. Pitu mata, my mother, father, when they died, then मैं बन गया हूँ भजन जन त्राता. I went to the, I left home when my parents died, and I walked about from place to place in the forest here, there, everywhere, worshipping Bhagwan Ram. So this is he telling his story. जहाँ जहाँ विपिन मुनीश्वर पाऊ पाऊ आश्रम जाय सिरु नावऊ. I went from place to place because I had free access. Bhagavan had blessed me, and I went from ashram to ashram, and whichever Muni Rishi everywhere I met, I did pranam. And what else? Now see, this is about 2 lines before 110. 2 chapais before 110. This is Trinidad Ramayana. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya 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 Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram.
Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya
Krishna Lal Saur Shri
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya
Ram Charan Ba Ram Charan Ba Rij Jab सब निज जन सफल करि ले श्री राम
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Ram.
Yavara Ramachandra ki jai. You see, if you come to Trinidad, what fun you'll have. Anyway. Thuti Trivida Ishana Gadhi means to say the three Ishanas went away from him. Lokeshana, Vitteshana, Putreshana, all our desires for name, fame, power, position, all such things, they all went away. Money, property, possession, this, that, went away from his mind like that. Ek lalasa ur ati badhi. And only one desire was there in his heart, in his development. Huh? Only one desire is there in his mind. Ram charan barish jab dekhaun, tab nij janma safal kari lekhaun. You must be hearing me singing this chaupai all the time. This chaupai, this line is the prayojan of Ramcharitmanas. Prayojan means the purpose of Ramcharitmanas. That our life will become fulfilled and complete only when we get darshan of the lotus feet of Ram. Ramcharan barish. Barish means lotus. Ramcharan means foot. Huh? Ramcharan barish jab dekhaun. When I get darshan of this feet of Bhagavan Ram, tava nija janma safala. That life would have borne fruit. Otherwise, life has not borne fruit yet. Kari lekhau. Jahi puchau soi muni asa. Kahai Iswar sarva bhutamaya ahai. Then nirguna mata nahi mohi. So hai saguna brahmarati pura adikai. So now he went to from ashram to ashram, and he'll tell these muni, rishis, sadhus, whoever is there, please tell me Ram Katha. So they'll tell Ram Katha and he'll be happy. But when after they finish the Ram Katha, then they will start telling some Atma Gyan, Adhyatmik Baat, ityadi. He did not want to hear that. So he'll go home. He did not want to hear this. No. As fate will have it. Now see, this is 110 Kha. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Dekhi charan sirunayo bachana kahe vati dinasiya.
Ramachandra Jai Sharanam Sira Ram. Jai Sharanam Sira Ram.
Yavara Ramachandra ki jai. Meru Sikhar Bhattacharya, on the big banyan tree in Meru, on the peaks of Mount Meru in Himalayas, Muni Lomas Asin, the great Rishi, Lomas Rishi, he was living there. Then Dekhi Charana Sirunaya, means I came to his ashram and I bowed and Bachana Kayu Atidin, and I spoke. Muni Bachana Binti Mridu Muni Kripala Khagaraj. Oh, Garud, the Muni was very compassionate towards me, and I requested him to tell me Ram Katha. So Kak now goes to Lomas Rishi and please tell me Ram Katha. Lomas Rishi becomes instrumental in a lot of things in his life now. Mohi sadar puchat baye dvija ayav kehi. Then the Rishi relented and he told me, Ram, tab main kaha kripa nidhi, tum sarvagya sujan, saguna brahma avaradhana mohi kaha de. So you tell me about this Saguna Brahma, Tava Muni Saragopati Gunaga Gatha Kayo Kachuk Sadara Kaganata. He told me about Ram Katha for some time. Lomas Rishi, he told me about Ram Katha, and I was very, very happy. But then Brahma Jnana Rata Muni Vigyani Mohi Parama Adhikari Mani Lage Karana Brahma Upadesa. After telling me Ram Katha, this Muni was a great Mahagyani, you know, all the time, reveling in Paramatma Brahman. And seeing me to be a very fit student, what happened? After telling me this Ram Katha for some time, now he started telling me about Brahman, Paramatma, Aja, Advaita, Aguna, Hridayesa, that which is unborn, which is the one Advaita principle in the universe, oneness of the universe, Aguna, without qualities, Akala, Aniha, Nam, Arupa, without parts, without desires, without name, Arupa, without form. That Paramatma he started to tell me about. Vividavanti Muni Samuchava. In many, many ways did Muni taught all Paramatma, Atma Gyan, Upanishadic knowledge to me. But I came to listen to Ram Katha. And he went on to teaching Upanishad. Then Punimai Kaheu, Nai Padasisa, Saguna Upasana, Kahu Munisa. Then I bowed my head when all his Paramatma, Brahman, and all things. I bowed my head again and I said, "Oh, Rishi, please teach me Ram Katha." Ram Bhagati Jalamama Mana Mina Kimi Vilagai Munisa Pravina. And then the Muni Soy Upadesa Kari Daya Nijan Nayanani Dekau Raguraya. The Muni again told some Ram Katha. Muni Puni Kai Hari Katha. Then Tabame Nirgunamata. He told, started telling again now. Because again the Muni will tell Ram Katha and again he'll go into Vedanta. No, this Kakushundi told. Tabame Nirgunamata Karaduri Saguna Nirupau Kari Hataburi. Stubbornly now I started to prove my point. What is my point? My point is the Paramatma is really not Advaita, Dvaita. It's Bhakta and then Bhagavan. Now another fight started. What was the fight before? The fight before was only Bhagavan Shiva is real. Everything else is, yeah, not real. So for that he got some shrap. Now he came to Lomas Rishi, and now that Bhagavan Shiva and Bhagavan Vishnu, that thing is gone away. What is there? Now Advaita and Advaita. So he is a supporter of Dvaita, and the Guru now, this Lomas Rishi, is a supporter of Advaita. Do you see the state of this Jiva's mind? This Jiva's mind only wants an issue to ride on, to fight, to prove his point. This really is the defect of the ego. He first, to prove his point, he says Vaishnavite and Shaivite. Okay, he got really another whole story now. But from the that happened, this showing Bhagavan. But the Durguna was to prove I am right. That Durguna did not go away. Now he comes and meets Mahagyani Lomas Rishi, who's reveling in Brahman all the time, and now he starts arguing with this Lomas Rishi also. So now some people ask, but Lomas Rishi is Mahagyani, why he will argue with this fellow? But because he was such a great devotee, I told, devotees fall, but devotees always fall on the right side. Because he was such a great devotee, Bhagwan Ram, he was devotee of Ram now. Bhagwan Ram deluded the mind of the Rishi. So now that the Rishi will do something to remove this Durguna from this Kakabushundi. So the Lord is being instrumental now in removing this Durguna. In other words, the Lord takes care of his devotee. And sometimes, but take care means what? Every doctor has to excise one finger. He's taking care of you now. Sometimes taking care means really some serious blow. So now he started an argument with this Lomas Rishi. No, all this Nirgun Brahma and all your things you're talking and all. How it went on? Uttar Pratyuttar mein ki na. He gave one reply, I gave one reply. He gave one reply, I gave one reply, like that. Uttar Pratyuttar. Then Muni Tanabhaye, Krodha Ketchin. I mean, the Muni got, I told you, Bhagwan Ram had deluded the mind of the Muni, so the Muni will do something to rehabilitate this fellow. Sunu Prabhu, bahut avagya kiye, upajakro, the jnanina, okay? He means great anger came in his heart, and barambar kopa muni karai nirupan gyan, and the Muni went on telling Gyan Marg, and he went on telling Bhakti, मैं अपने मन बैठ तब taro vibhida anumana, and I went on giving argument from my side, and that went on for a while, and then the Muni got, now this you have to jump because many things happen in between there. I'll tell you the number now. Just before 112, couple lines, couple chopai. See that? Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya.
Pura Param Sikh Dev Nam Sikh Uttar Prati Uttar Bhuvan Sikh Satya Vachan Viswas Satya Shri Ram Payas Evam Satra Supancha Tava Hridayar Visa
Shri Jai Ram, Jai Jai
सब होई पक्षी चंदा
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम जय राम श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय मूर परम सिख देव न मानसी. Even though I am giving you the highest knowledge, you foolish fellow. Loma Sushi got really angry with this kaka. Even though I'm giving you the highest knowledge, Uttara Pratyuttara Bahu Anasi, when you're going on rebutting everything I say. Satya Vachana Viswasa Nakarai, you don't have any Vishwas or faith in the truth. Then Bayasa Evasavai de te darahi. Like a crow, you are insecure and scared of everything like that, like a crow it tells. Then Sat Swapachatava Hridaya Visala. And this is the important line. Please pay attention. It's a big Sanskrit word. Swapacha means swapaksha in Sanskrit. Swapaksha means my point of view. My point of view. What I believe, what I understand. Everybody thinks that is right. Everybody always thinks what he says it is right. This is a big, big, big durguna. And until we get this thing out of our heart, see, I'll give you a very nice example for this. Please pay attention to this. Up till now in Trinidad, it has changed in India because I've seen Ramlila in India, but Trinidad has protected an old style of Ramlila. So what you'll have is a rectangular Maidan. And in the middle of that Maidan, Ram Leela will be enacted. The whole Ramayana drama will be enacted there every year on Diwali time. It just finished recently. The audience is around the whole Maidan. They're not like how I'm here and all of you are facing one way. There, the audience is right around. So now you imagine with me now. Rama is standing here and Lakshmana is standing here in this rectangular Maidan. Rama, Lakshmana, and they're having a dialogue, right? So the one who is standing over there, he'll see Rama's back of his head, correct? And the one who is standing on this side, he'll see Rama's face. The one who is standing on this side, he'll see right side of Rama's face. And the one who's standing on that side, he'll see left side of Rama's face. I said, okay. First of all, who is seeing Rama? Well, everybody is seeing Rama. The fellow who is seeing the back of his head, he cannot go home and tell, his father, I did not see Rama. He will also say, I saw him. Everybody sees Ram, but everybody has a different perspective, a drishtikon on Rama, isn't it? So, out of the four now, you say, first of all saw Ram. Who saw Ram rightly? Who saw correct Ram? Well, all correct. Why one cannot be wrong? Actually, Paramatma is like this. Everybody is seeing with his own goggles. And nobody is right or wrong. You can say other things, but everybody is seeing from his own perspective. So you cannot tell that fellow, you are standing on the wrong side, my dear. You come on this side, you will see Rama properly. But people do that all the time. They think you don't have a proper drishtikon. You come on this side. I mean, if you don't come, I kill you. It is proper, improper. So this Durguna, which everybody has to, in his heart, makes him feel that he is right. That Durguna is at the root of all quarreling and fighting and all things which is going on. If this Durgana is not there, there will be no quarreling and fighting. See, one wife and a husband, they're quarreling and fighting like that. Then wife is saying, I am right. Husband is saying, I am right. Wife is saying, I am right. Husband is saying, I am right. So both of them are thinking that they are right now. So then that wife came with a solution. ठीक है. Thero. I'll tell you solution. I will accept I am wrong if you accept I am right. Just kind of middle thing there. The husband got confused for a little bit, like that. Tell again. He said, tell again. She said, I will accept I am wrong if you accept I am right. He looked around and all that, He said, okay, go ahead first. She said, I am wrong. He said, you are right. Well, the whole thing started again. That just went back to first step. So this thing is there in all places, all walks of life, everywhere. And this is what is at the root of all quarreling, fighting, killing, this, that. I told you on the previous day. Because when they came to, other conquerors came to this part of the world, they feel whatever people are doing in this part of the world, they're doing all things wrong. No, you'll go to hell. We have to prevent them from going to. There's a really nice story of someone of them, someone native asking. So if I did not know about God and all of that, right? Because you came and taught me about God. If I did not know about God and I just continued with my life, would I have gone to hell? That fellow said, no, because you're, innocent. You don't know anything. You will not go to hell for being innocent. He said, why you tell me about God? Why did you come and tell me all these things? So he feels he's right, and this fellow needs to be saved, like that. And this has caused so much of sorrow to humanity and to humankind. So now see this fellow. The Rishi is wrong. I am right. So now the Rishi, Bhagwan made it in such a way to remove this Durguna from the mind of this Kakabushundi. Bhagwan deluded the Muni, and the Muni got Anga in his mind. And Swapacha, your point of view, Tava Hridaya Bisala, you feel whatever you know, that alone is right, and that has grown in your heart. There is nothing else which is right in this world. Your point of view only. And Sapadi, hoi pachi chandala. You're behaving like a crow. Go and become a crow. This is how Kakavushundi became a crow. Lean a shrap may see such a high. I took that shrap on my, but Bhagavan Shiva had already blessed him. That whichever body he takes, he will go very easily, anayase, and he'll go live and go like that easily. And Bhagavan Shiva had also blessed him there that he can take any form also. I don't know if I told you that. He could give up that crow's body and take any form. But what happened? See, this is now 120. 112. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai
सुनो खगेश नई कचुऋषि दूषण और प्रेरक रघुवंश विभूषण श्री राम जय सिंधु प्रेम परिखा अनवचनम मोहि निज जन जान तेरी भगवान सियावर रामचंद्र की जय तुरत भयो मैं कागा तब immediately became a crow and Puni Muni Padan Sirunau Siru Nai I bowed at the Muni's feet. It means he took the shrap nicely also on his head. Took that shrap like that. And then Sunukages and Naikachu Rishi Dushan. It is really not the Rishi's fault. Bhagwan Ram had twisted his mind. Naikachu Rishi Dushan Pura Prerak Raghuvansa Vibhushan. His heart was inspired to do that by Bhagwan Ram. Kripa Sindhu Munimati Kari Bhori Lini Prem. It is now he's sorry. This is an important thing. Huh? I keep telling people everywhere. If we see anybody acting irrationally, if we see anybody acting beneath his dignity, or you see those type of things in the world, then you have to become the bigger person and understand what the condition that person might be going through. We have to stand up and become the better person to understand. So now Rishi thinks in his mind is, oh, this poor struggling jiva who is on his path of Adhyatma Jnana and all, he made some big fault and I also went and gave shrap. I made it worse like that. Rishi now was so sorry for what he did and now being sorry, just like how Lord Shiva there when he was moved, that Rishi blessed this cock profusely. Bala Rupa Rama Karithyana. You will now become a firm devotee of this little baby form of Ram. Tayo mohi muni kripani thana, he told to me. Sundar sukhada mohi ati bhava. So pratamahi mein tumahi sunava. First time I'm telling this now. He's telling Guru. I'm telling this to you now first time. That it is the Muni who made Bhagwan baby form my Ishta Devata. Muni moi kachu kakal rakha Ramacharitam Tave Bhasha Ramcharitamanas Bhasha. And I stayed now with that Muni for some time. And he told me the whole Ramcharitamanas. And Garud, you and now Parvati ji had asked Bhagwan Shiva how this Garud, how this Kakabushundi heard Ramcharitmanas, where he got it from. And Bhagwan Shiva started telling the story of Kakabushundi to Garud. So now Parvati's question is answered. Where this Kakabushundi got this Ramcharitmanas from? Lomas Rishi. And where Lomas Rishi got it from? Bhagwan Shiva. All the rishis got from Bhagwan Shiva. And Kakabushundi listened to Lomas Rishi and he got it like that. Rakha
रामचरितमानस तव भाषा सादर मोहि कथा सुनाई पुन बोले में gira suhai. And then after telling me this whole Ramcharitmanas, he tells this is then Gita also, and this is then Ramcharitmanas also. What is that? He says, Ram Bhagati tinake uranahi kavahuna tat kahiyatina pahi. The scriptures tell this, Look here, this is a real thing also. See, if you have one seed to plant beans, right? You will plant the bean here in the carpet. That is a waste of time, isn't it? You will not get any bean, I guarantee. If you have a seed, a bean seed, and you want bean, you have to find the right place to plant it. Then you will get bean. So here, if you have the knowledge to give, Rama and Lomas Rishi, don't go and tell this thing to anybody who has no love and consideration for the feet of Bhagwan Ram. That's like planting bean in this thing. You can plant, but we know you'll not get anything. So this is there in the scriptures. Ramacharita sir, Gupta Suhava, Sambu Prasad, Tat Mai Pava, Lomas Rishita. I got from Bhagwan Shiva only. So this is how Kakavushundi got this crow's body, and this is how he heard Ramcharita Manas from the same Lomas Rishi. And Lomas Rishi blessed him again profusely after that also. You have Kamarit. If you see after number 113, all the verses going down there is all blessings. So many verses just to bless him. Kamarup, you can take any form you want. Then Icha Maran, you will die when you want also. Like a Bhishma Pitam. Until he said that prana will not come out from that body. Like this. And Jaya Ashram Bas, this is the important one. And Guru asked, when I walked into your ashram, the ashram, all my moha, delusion, everything went away. So he wants Rishi na avidya jojana ek prajant. Ashram, you are there worshipping your Bhagwan Ram for one yojan. Ek means 7. Oh, how much? 8 miles. 8 miles around, no avidya and avidya janita durguna could come. No ignorance. Bhagwan Shiva entered there, he told about it. Garib entered there, he told about it. That is why you see we have things called as Tirtha. Very important thing, Tirtha. Because Tirthas have been blessed by great souls like this. So when we go there, from us also is shaken out so many durgunas. And depending on our state also. So, and in Sanatan Dharma, this is such a big thing. We have so many tirth. We can go pilgrimage. So those spots like that. So now here in the Ramcharitmanas, this thing comes up just like that. So the story of Kakbhushundi is a long one like this. And you will see that all the things that happens to him is only for his own development as he moves along. And development what? To remove only our durgunas. People ask why bad things happen to good people. Yesterday only somebody asked. Why bad things happen to good people? He was blessed so much and he had such unflinching devotion to the feet of Bhagwan Ram, the Kakbhushundi. Then he has free access to anywhere in the universe. Such great powers, all things he had, but still bad things happened to him or not. He became a crow. But in that whole exchange, in the end, he developed, this will come, he developed love for the feet of Bhagwan Ram in that crow's body. And therefore, even though he could have taken any body, he did not give up that crow's body, because this is the body through which I got darshan of Bhagwan Ram. So he was a great soul, but still bad things happened to him. But the additional sentence, that even when bad things happen to us, that really is to purify us and make us better. Bhagwan will not put bad things in. Why you put bad things in the world? What, he's spited you or what? Please pay attention to this. No organism in the world evolves by sukha. Every organism only evolves by dukkha. Sukha doesn't bring evolution. When some biological organism is there and the environment gives stress, the environment gives strain, tension, like that, that organism that time evolves, metamorphosizes to meet the challenge. There is in biology also. So all the things which we think negative in the world, really those things are to shake out all the durgunas, wrong understanding, all the, see here, some are demonstrated to feel that I am always right. And that feeling I am right only needs something to ride on. There it was riding on Shaivite and Vaishnavite, here it is riding on Nirgun and Sagun. But I am always right. So to shake out all of those things. And now there's one more thing. We can shake it out without the little blow from Prakriti, We can shake it out without the blow from Prakriti. We will not get the blow, but everybody only wait till we get the blow. That is a dukha mein sumiran sab kare. All right. Now, there is one portion only remaining in this Uttarakhand, and we will see that thing. One of the Kakabhushan, the story is more or less over. Kaka now will teach knowledge to Garud. So that knowledge we'll see. Tomorrow Garud's questions are answered. We'll see that. Tomorrow is our last day. Now let me just tell you a little bit about. I don't know if you have an envelope like this there. There is a Guru Dakshina envelope for those people who want to make some contribution. Tomorrow at the end, we'll collect them. If you're not coming tomorrow and you want to make some contribution today also, you can do that. But usually we collect on the last day. And what is Guru Dakshina? Guru Dakshina is well, in Shastra, in the tradition, Guru Dakshina is not something which is optional. Guru Dakshina is not optional. In Shastric tradition, that is mandatory. But in Chinmaya mission, it is not mandatory. We have not made it mandatory. We say, if you came and you got something and you liked it and you want to see it happen and continue and all that, so then you give some support for that thing to go on. And if you came and you got confused and you did not like that and anything, please don't give. In other words, when we give, Bhagavan says in Gita, give anupakarine. That's such a nice word. Anupakarine means give with nothing in your heart. You don't go, oh, huh? Again 2023 and they gave another. You give like that. You say, now if I don't give it, it'll look bad, If those things are there in your mind, and then we buy fruits and we give to our children, that will hurt their belly. So you give nicely when you have to give. All right. So we'll collect them tomorrow. Okay. Now we'll have announcements.
Hari Om. And here we are with only one more lecture to go. So we hope to see you all here again tomorrow for the conclusion of our epic journey, which began not last Monday, as Vinodji pointed out, but in 2014 when Swamiji first started his Ramayana lectures here. And Swamiji, words really fail to express our appreciation to you for taking us on this journey and for so graciously and compassionately pouring out this sacred knowledge to us. So please accept our heartfelt thanks and gratitude. So our announcements today, first of all, I think I'm going in tandem with the slides, or no? Okay, so I will speak about a retreat that's taking place in London. So after his visit with us, Swamiji will be headed west to London, Ontario, where he will be conducting morning and evening lectures from December 3rd to 6th. The morning lectures will be on Mundakopanishad. The evening lectures will be on Sundarkand of the Ramayana. So please consult the posters outside for the venues and timings. Did I get that right? Okay, so programs and classes. What's up next? Please consult our offerings of programs and classes, which is posted in the information board in the mail and hallway. There are also paper flyers available for your reference. There are classes being offered here at Chinmaya Shivalaya by our very own Swaminiji and Shiva Priyanandaji, and by Devji and Jinaji. There are also classes in other parts of the GTA. And of course, there is our world-renowned Balvihar program, which runs here every Sunday. And this is really a most amazing way for families to engage in meaningful learning and community activities together. So on Sunday, well, on every day really, but on Sundays especially, this ashram is really a hub of activity. And like Swamiji was saying earlier, orderly activity. So, which the atmosphere is so uplifting and positive and inspiring. So if you haven't been here on a Sunday, please do with your family come and check out our Balvihar program. There's something in this list for everyone in our programs and offerings. Next up is integrating Sanatana Dharma in modern life. So tomorrow morning, Saturday, December 2nd, there'll be a half-day retreat in Scarborough. Swamiji will be giving a discourse followed by interactive discussion and a question and answer period. There'll be fun activities for the children as well. So please look at the poster, consult the poster if you're interested in attending. Light refreshments will be provided. And so that's tomorrow, just in the morning before our final lecture. So the next is the outreach team here would like to conduct a brief survey to do some data analysis with this information to decide on how to best use and direct their resources. So I know Sunilji will be taking record of a show of hands. So how many of you, please, learned about these lectures from our regular Chinmaya mission communication through email and such? Okay. Sunilji, got that? Then we have, how many of you learned through our Balvihar program, our study groups, and the chicks? And how many of you learned through reading the street signs that are just out of the ashram? And finally, through other ads. One person over here. One. Okay, good. Okay. There is a spiritual retreat that's it's very poetic in its title, called Spiritual Slopes of Serenity. Slopes of Serenity. And which will be conducted by the guides. The ski guides will be will be Gina Ji and Dave Ji. And this retreat will take place in January in Campbellville, Ontario. The ages will be between ages 18 to 28, and the title of it. Yeah, it will be on the reflections of nature, values, and our priorities. And it's a real relationship building retreat as well, an opportunity for some bonding there. And Pretty Boj today. So today and tomorrow after our lecture, Pretty Boj will be offered. So we invite you to please stay back and share a meal with us. It's a wonderful opportunity to extend our satsang and to recap the highlights of Swamiji's lectures with your family and friends. And so that will be today after our lecture and tomorrow after our lecture. Please plan to stay back. Guru Dakshina, as you learned before, can be offered through e-transfer, cash, check, and a credit card. And at this time, we'd like to have everything here. Yeah. So at this time, we'd like to do Arti, and we would like the following families to come forward, please. The Bhiksha sponsors, and that would be Lavanya, Bide, Deepa Singh, Savita, and Robin, and the Arti the Yajna sponsor for tonight.